as I've mentioned, so these foods that contains mold can
Yeah.
release like the chemical called small amount of it can even cause like allergic reactions. So
Mm.
yes, like I don't know if you've actually heard it. I've actually heard people say mold like gives them reactions and stuff, and it's
I've not
because of
actually
this
heard anyone, because
chemical.
why would you be eating
I
mold to start with?
no, no. Welcome to Consultation Room Podcast. So today we are back with another burning question. And this one is one that usually pops into your head right when you're in front of the bin and like you're wondering, can I save this? Or is this a stomach ache waiting to happen? So, my question for Trudy, have you like ever encountered like, let's say for instance, you're hungry, maybe you want like a piece of bread or like a fruit, like a banana or something. You've gone
Right.
to pick it up and then you notice maybe there's like a little piece of that bread or banana or whatever that is. It's got like a little mold and you're wondering, I'm so hungry. What do I do? It's got a little piece of mold. So do I just cut that piece of mold off and eat the rest of it? Or do you just discard it? What do you normally do?
No, I don't do mold. I do not do mold. The minute there's mold on my food, that's it. It's going. And I'm not one to waste food, but when it comes to
Mm,
mold,
yes.
I've had bad experiences in the past when you're like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
just no, I don't play with mold.
Exactly. I'm so glad you said that because I am the same. Like, I feel like the type of person I am, I eat with my eyes, yeah? So basically, food has to look pleasing to me. And
Exactly.
yes.
You won't catch
So
me in
if,
some restaurant that's not aesthetically pleasing. Take me to
Mhm.
brunch. Take me somewhere
Exactly.
nice. Exactly.
So if I see like anything wrong with like my food, I would
Mm.
instantly bin it. Like you will not
Mm.
catch me. If like let's say for instance my rice is white, yeah, and then I see
Mm-hmm.
like a something black in there,
Mm-hmm.
Trudy, you've thrown me
No,
off.
no, no, no.
Yes,
That's a bit too much.
yes,
I'm not
exactly.
that bad. Like I will not get rid of food because I'm not sure where it is. But
Mm.
mold is where I cross the
No.
line.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm so picky when it comes to food, so that's why.
Mm.
But yeah, the reason why I'm saying this because I came across this and it feels like, well, it looks like some people do actually cut off that piece of mold and then continue eating the
It's
food.
normal. Yeah, no, it's
It's
normal.
yeah,
People
it's
do
normal
that.
to
Yeah,
yeah.
people do that.
And I found that really weird
Mm-hmm.
until it happened something similar like that happened to me. So this what happened, yeah. So you know in Ghana, yeah, it's very humid, very hot, and most of the time, like food like fruits and vegetables, they're outside,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hot, so it ripens quickly, let's just put it that way. So
Yeah.
basically, we went to buy orange, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and we basically my son needed like some vitamin C, so we bought orange, and
Okay.
there was two, so I gave one to him, and then the other one I wanted it, but then I looked at the orange. So the oranges here, yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
Ghana, they're actually green, and then the
Mm-hmm.
one in UK, they're orange, yeah. So this one
Mm-hmm.
is green, yeah, but then when I looked at it, for mold, yeah, mold should be like greenish, yeah. So I looked at like the orange, and the orange had like a bit of grey colored, like it's some of sort of like this color on it. And I was like,
Okay.
what is this? I wasn't sure, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I went ahead, like, peeled it and everything, and then I cut that piece off, and then I started eating the orange here. And this orange, I was like, okay, it's very juicy, very soft here. And something told me to look at the orange. So I looked at the orange that I was eating. Trudy, you're already laughing. So I looked at it, yeah, and I saw like a little worm or something like wiggling. I don't know if it was a worm. I screamed.
Oh, I
I
don't blame
screamed,
you.
quickly ran to the bin, yeah, and
Yeah.
put that orange in the bin. I went upstairs, went to brush my teeth. When I finished, yeah, I got like a dewormer, Vermox. I actually
Yeah.
took Vermox because
Mm-hmm.
I was so horrified. I
Listen,
was like, oh my gosh.
that has happened, I think, to a lot of us.
Yeah.
That's why I
I was
learned
so
to eat with
horrified.
my eyes.
Honestly. It was one day I would never forget. I was like, because usually I always look at my food, like whatever I'm
Mm-hmm.
eating, yeah.
Yeah.
And for some reason, to be honest, I should have had that. The fact that I was looking at that spot, yeah, the fact that it was a different color and I still
Yeah.
went
And
ahead to
you
eat it.
beat that spot, that very spot that doesn't look right. That's what you decided, this is where it's
No,
juicy.
I actually cut it off. That's what I cut it
Okay.
off.
Oh, you
But
cut, okay, yeah, of course you did. Yeah, you
yeah,
said yeah.
I cut
Mm-hmm.
it off, but for some reason it didn't
No.
help. No,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I don't play
So
with no. Mm-mm.
yeah, I was really horrified. So horrified. Yeah.
I bet.
So that brings me on to like my question. That's why I was like, do people discard like moldy food or do they
Mm-hmm.
just cut off that bit and then eat the rest of it?
Yeah.
So I looked into it and like it starts from 2020 showed that in the UK,
Right.
1 in 3 people cut mold off their food and eat the
Okay.
rest.
Okay.
It's mostly to like avoid like food wastage and stuff.
Mm.
Yes. That is why. So there is quite a lot of people that do that, but
Okay.
I'm
See,
still not gonna get
I
into
tell
it.
you what, Steph, I can't bring
Yeah,
myself to eat food while I
yes,
know there's been mold on it. Because in my
exactly.
mind, I'm thinking, is the
Hmm.
mold just on the surface? Like, has it got anywhere else that I can't see? Or is there something
Exactly.
underneath that I can't see? Like a stew?
Exactly.
What is in that stew? And
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, so that when you're eating, like something's crunchy. What's that crunchy bit?
Exactly.
That is
Exactly.
what I can't get past.
Mm. That brings me on to the science bit of mold. Like,
Mm.
let's get into it because as Trudy
Mm-hmm.
said, like, you could
It's
cut
in.
off that bit, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
what about the rest of it?
I know.
Do you
Is it just on the
actually know
surface or
what's
is it underneath?
exactly? So I'm glad you said that. So getting into it, yeah.
Okay.
Um, so the science. So mold. What is mold? So mold is just like a type of fungus, made up of like microscopic structures called
Mm-hmm.
hyphae.
Mm-hmm.
So hyphae basically, when you look at a piece of food and it's
Mm-hmm.
got mold on it, it's visible to you, right? We could all see it.
Yeah.
We could all see it. But these hyphae, yeah, what can happen is that, yeah, as Trudy mentioned, they can spread in beneath the surface of the food.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's like
Hmm.
it's like a tree. They have root. So
Exactly.
although you can see the mold, they have
Mm-hmm.
roots and spread to the surface of the rest of the food. So you may be cutting like the mold off,
Mm-hmm.
but
The rest of
you
the
s-
food.
the rest of the food is still infected.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
mhm.
knew there's something. When there's an instinct you have, like, no, something's not right.
Yes,
Just don't get rid
yes.
of it. I knew there was a
So
reason.
that's it, get rid of it. I would get rid of it. And you may be wondering, oh, surely like molds are like harmful or something. No,
Mm.
like are harmless. No, they're not harmless, they're harmful. So let's
Mm.
get into it. Some molds here actually produce something called mycotoxins.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of
Mm.
this. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly. And mycotoxins are harmful chemicals that can cause like various types of illness.
Exactly.
So even let's say like sniffing the food that has got mold in it can be harmful to us, Trudy,
There you
because
go.
it still contains this chemical. So
Mm-hmm.
you cutting it off, you're not getting
Yeah.
rid of it, and you ingesting it, it's 10 times more than even sniffing it. So
Mm.
you think, oh, by cutting off the mold bit, you're safe. No, you're not safe. It's
No,
still got that mycotoxins, that hyphae inside the rest of the food. So you're still going to
exactly.
ingest that. So
Mm-hmm.
no, do not cut that off. And sometimes like, you see food in the fridge and it's got a bit of like mold and you're like, oh, let me sniff it to see
To
if,
smell if it's gone bad or
if,
not.
you know,
I know people like
smell
that.
to see.
Like I actually have family members like that who will sniff it if it doesn't smell like anything. They're like,
Exactly.
well,
But that gets me to this point. Yeah, not all molds like produce like odor. Some are odorless. So
mm,
you may think, oh, let me sniff it to see if the food is okay,
yeah,
but it may not produce any odor.
the
So
one on bread, it's never odorless.
mm,
It's
it's
odorless,
not.
isn't it? There's no odor with it
Mm,
because
oh yeah, the one on bread.
the one
No,
on
no, no.
bread,
Yes,
there's no odor with it.
yes. No,
That's
there isn't.
odorless.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So exactly. So please, no sniffing, no cutting, because it still has these chemicals in there that are
Yeah.
still harmful to us. So you may be wondering, is it all types of like food or what? There are some foods out there which, well, research shows that like when you do see it,
Yeah.
you can cut it off. So
Oh, you
these are like,
can.
yeah, you can. So these are like hard food. Let's say, for instance, like carrot.
Bread. Oh.
No, no, not bread. Bread, no, definitely not bread. Yes. So like carrot, like maybe like a hard cheese
I
or
suppose
something
with
like,
cheese, it needs
mm,
some cheese actually need a bit of that to be,
yeah, like,
you
well, they
know.
call it like mature cheese or
I
something. I don't even know.
I don't know what
Yeah.
they call it, but I am not having no
Yeah.
cheese.
No, 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 no. I'm not a cheese person anyways. Yeah. But basically, yeah, some hard cheese or carrot or anything hard, like probably like onion or something.
Wait,
You could
hold on.
just
Why would there be
cut that
mold on
bit.
carrot? Have you ever seen mold on a carrot?
Um, just
If you
thinking.
think about it, there's some foods that mold doesn't like. Like, think about it. Have you ever actually seen
Mm,
mold on a carrot?
I haven't seen it personally, but I think there is.
Like, I feel like a carrot goes like soft and like, just it goes
Yeah, it
bad, it
has
goes
gone
soft, and
soft.
then it's just.
Yeah.
But these foods, if you really think about it, these foods are
Mm,
molders, and you need to find out for us what foods does mold like.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I do have a few. So,
Okay,
so there are
sorry.
some. Yeah, so there's some like soft foods such as
Mhm.
like we've already mentioned bread and a lot
Mhm.
of fruits. Fruits like berries,
Mm.
strawberries,
Yes, I've
all of
seen. Yeah,
that.
berries. I've
So
definitely seen
anything
mold.
soft, yeah, anything
Mhm.
soft like definitely of like they can easily grow molds and
Nectarines, things like that.
exactly,
Mm.
basically. Even some cheese, there's some soft
Mm.
cheese out there as well. So
Yeah.
even that, yeah, even
You want to tell
jam.
people that they should not get rid of they should just get rid of the cheese. They should just not eat it. Nah. What's gonna happen? Someone's just gonna take off that mold and slap
Mm,
it on their bread,
nah, I
which is
can't do
probably
that.
moldy.
Yeah. And a lot of food we cook as well, like they go moldy very easily. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, some foods just allow mold to like spread deeply and easily, and these are the foods I've like mentioned. Obviously, there are like many hard foods there that do not cause like molds and stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, and also it all depends on like the way you store your food as well.
True.
So
True.
yeah. So if you're storing your food in like let's say like a humid place, it's gonna easily grow molds.
Yeah.
So you need to watch that. And if you have that food for a long period of time, definitely
Mm-hmm.
will grow molds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as I said, cutting off like the visible parts of like the mold does
Mm-hmm.
not actually remove the entire contamination. So please,
Yeah.
please remember that. Bread especially, I have seen it where a lot of people look at their bread and they're like,
They can see the
can
mold,
can
but
I eat
they
that?
take the bits
Exactly.
out.
Mm.
Mm.
But bread is so like porous and moist, so it's perfect for like mold to grow on it.
Yes.
And yeah, it literally spreads so easily. So please, if your bread has mold on it,
Yeah.
discard it immediately.
Yeah.
Discard
Get
it
rid of it.
immediately.
Get rid of
Yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So that's what those are the main things, main
Okay.
foods that yeah, that cause like that can grow moles. So any soft foods very
Mm.
easily. Yeah.
I've got a
And
question for you actually.
mm-hmm.
You know, a banana.
Yes.
You know when banana is normally yellow or green, I don't know,
Yeah.
depending on where you are,
Mm.
you're from in the world or whatever. But most bananas are yellow, right? So banana
Yes.
is very smooth. When
Mm.
you peel off a banana and then there's like that sort of like dark bit, do you bite that off
Mm-hmm.
or do you eat it?
So, first of all, I hate banana. Like, I can't stand banana. Like, even the smell of it. Like,
Really?
I know
I've
you've
never
given me
known
banana
that.
before. I know you've given me banana before, but I always give it to like my brothers or my dad or something. I cannot stand
But
banana.
actually, you did
Like,
bring your bananas. So
I know.
so you didn't eat my bananas. I literally made sure they were all looking so nice as well.
I know. I can't stand it. Like ever since I was young,
Really?
there's something about the smell. I just cannot. It makes me sick.
Bananas
Yeah.
smell like nothing.
Ah?
Yeah,
No, no.
they
It's
don't
so
smell at
strong.
all. What
They
what smell
do.
exactly? What do they smell like?
Like banana.
What does banana smell like? Guys, help us here. Do bananas smell? Let us know. But
It
I don't
does.
actually. I suppose because
Yeah.
I don't. I love bananas. I don't mind bananas. So
Yeah.
maybe for that reason, I've not really thought about how
No,
they smell. But
no. It's
I'm gonna
because my
smell
household,
them.
yeah, they love banana as well. That maybe it's
Yeah.
just I've just gotten. Oh, I just don't like the smell, basically.
Okay.
But
Okay. Wait. Before we
yeah.
continue, do you like
Mhm.
coriander?
Coriander. Wait, the green stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
You
mind
probably
that.
don't use coriander. I
No,
don't
no,
know why
I
I'm asking
don't.
you. Ghanaians don't use coriander.
But I don't mind it. I have like
Okay.
eaten it in certain foods, and yeah, it's
Okay.
okay. Yeah,
Because like Kenyans, I'd say maybe East Africans, we
yeah.
love coriander. We have coriander in
y-
everything.
I
If you're
know.
making like a beef stew and there's no coriander, it's not complete. If you're
Mm,
making a stew and there's no coriander, it's not complete. So I've grown up with coriander. I absolutely love coriander. The reason I'm asking about
mm.
coriander is
Has a
there
strong
is
smell.
a gene that people have that they
Okay.
can't stand coriander or
Mm,
even I think cucumber. I think they say it tastes like soap because of that
okay.
gene that they have. So maybe that's the
Yeah.
case with you and banana. So maybe there's
Maybe.
a gene you have that you just don't like the
Yeah.
smell of banana.
Perhaps, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So would you though?
Yeah.
Would you have eaten that bit?
So, no, your question. So, obviously, I do give like banana to like my kids, my husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as I said, yeah, I eat with like my eyes. Yeah. So,
Mm.
even with my kids, when I'm giving them something and it doesn't look right, I
Mm.
will not give it to them. But
Okay.
with banana, when I see it, it's got like that bruised, dark bit. Yeah.
Mm.
I usually cut it off and I don't give
Mm-hmm.
it to them. But when it comes to them, they will eat it that way. And I look at them like,
Okay.
ew. Yeah, but I did look into it. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of knew you would ask me this, and I don't know why. So I looked into it. So when it comes to like things like that, let's say bruised fruit,
Yeah.
those are fine to eat. They've just
Mm.
ripened. They're just a bit like ripened. That's all.
Or maybe where they fell
Yeah,
from the tree when they were like,
that's
being
all. Yeah.
harvested.
That's why like it's a bit discolored, but that doesn't mean that
Mm.
it's actually gone off. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But
I'm
knowing
glad you
me, if I
say
was
that.
eating banana, I'll still cut it
Mm.
off.
Well, possibly. But do you know, I'm
Yes.
glad you say that because my
Mm.
fiance is so extra when it comes to
Yeah.
anything on food. Like a banana like that, he'll look at me, he's like, can I eat this? I'm like, yeah, you can eat that. And then he will
Yeah.
look at me like, oh, I don't want, and I'd literally have to bite it off for him to eat it. Or like, if we kind of
No.
avocado, he's like, is this one okay? I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Like
Oh,
maybe it's got like a nice
wow.
little, like, I don't know, little birthmark, eh? And he's
Yeah.
like, is this avocado okay? I'm like, yes, it's okay. And he looks at me again like,
Yeah. To be
Okay,
honest,
bring it,
I'm
and then I
like
have to take it
that.
off.
Yeah. I'm
But
like that as well.
if it's not moldy, it's safe, basically.
Basically, yes. If it's not
Hmm.
moldy, you're safe to eat it. But
Okay,
I'm
good to
like your
know.
fiance. I'm that
Hmm.
extra as well. If it's got
Mm.
like some sort of this color or it looks a bit weird, no, I'm not eating it.
It's
Yeah.
so strange.
Yeah.
Mm. Interesting.
Very, yeah. So, as I've mentioned, so these foods with the that contains mold can
Yeah.
release like the chemical called mycotoxins. So you may be wondering,
Mm.
mycotoxins, I have mentioned that obviously it is harmful. So what are the risks when it comes to mycotoxins?
Mm-hmm.
And I have the list for you. So, when it
Okay.
comes to mycotoxins, small amount of it can even cause like allergic reactions. So,
Mm.
yes, like I don't know if you've actually heard it. I've actually heard people say mold like gives them reactions and stuff, and
Mm.
it's
I've
because
not
of
actually
this
heard anyone, because
chemical.
why would you be
I
eating mold to start with?
no, 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 let's say
Something's not
even
right.
if they touch it. No, no, not eating.
If they
Like
touch
even like
it,
touch
wow.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Not eating it,
interesting.
yeah. Like even when they come in contact with it, yeah.
Mm.
So you can imagine, even just small amount, it can cause like an allergic reaction. And
Okay.
remember, I said we shouldn't be sniffing like food that has mold on it and stuff. So
Yes.
the reason for this is that these toxins actually
Mm-hmm.
cause like respiratory issues. So it's
Mm.
best if you see any food with like any mold on it, please do not sniff it because
Okay.
it could later on accumulate and cause some respiratory issues. So,
Mm.
yes, stay away
Interesting.
from it. Yes.
Mm.
And the most common risk, which everybody knows, if you eat food with like mold on it, definitely it's going to affect your gastrointestinal organs. So you're gonna
Yes.
experience some nausea, some
Hmm.
vomiting,
Diarrhea.
diarrhea. Exactly. So it's gonna cause a lot of like stomach issues, stomach upset.
Mm.
So please, I mean, I feel like it's common sense really. If you see like mold, don't eat it if you don't want this
Do you know what
these
I'd say
issues.
though?
Yeah.
I'd say you know your body. I tell you what,
Mm,
because there's some people who will eat food that's gone bad. Why do they not get ill?
No, 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 no.
They
I
won't get
can't.
ill. I try to
Mm,
eat food that's gone bad and I'm gonna feel so ill.
yeah. I can't. Even just
Mm.
like, anyways, I did say that some food that have gone bad, like, do
Yeah.
not produce any odor, but
Mm.
I cannot see myself eating it. Sometimes when food
Exactly.
has gone off, like, either is
It's
a bit slimy
yeah, the
or
sliminess.
it
That is a
just has, yeah, it's just weird. Like, tastes
mm.
weird. Um,
Yeah.
the texture is off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't just see myself doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. And me.
Basically. Yeah, basically. So, the last risk which I've got when it comes to the mycotoxins, so long-term and repeated exposure of this can actually cause long-term risks such as like liver diseases, liver damages, and
Mm.
potential carcinogenic effects. I
Oh.
know, yes. Yes, it is part of it. So please, you may
Mm.
think maybe just one day, oh, I'm so hungry, I don't have anything for let me just cut this bit off. You ingest a little bit of that, a mycotoxin, and then
Mm.
later on, another time, oh, let me cut it off.
Mm.
Or you ingest, but repeated exposure can lead
Mm.
to this. So please,
Okay.
again, don't be cutting it off. Don't ingest any
Yeah.
moldy food.
See,
Yeah.
do you know what that explains? Sometimes like you hear like someone has, I don't know, like some, I don't know, bowel cancer or whatever, and they go back
Mm.
and they're thinking, these could be
Did I
some of the
get that?
reasons.
Exactly. Like, you don't think about these things, but
No,
it just it just adds up over the years, right? It
it
doesn't happen
does.
just overnight, you
Overnight,
know?
yeah.
No, 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 no. It happens because it's been occurring like numerous of times. Like, you've
Mm.
been, yeah. So
I suppose
please,
also it
let's
causes
be
like
mindful.
inflammation and cells.
Mm,
When there's any inflammation, that kind of like,
mm.
messes up the cell, like how cells are supposed to
Pro-
regenerate and all of that. And that
yes.
it just
Yeah,
damages the DNA of like some things, including cells. So,
exactly. Yeah,
hmm.
exactly. Yeah. So, another stats I got was that 44% of people did not know that mold could make them sick, especially those with like weakened immunity of
Oh,
allergies. Yeah,
what did they
I'm
think it was
like,
gonna do? It
I
was
was
just
thinking
to
like, really,
garnish
how
the
did
food.
honestly, like that statistics really shocked
That's
me. I'm like
half the
44,
population, like half of, not
44%.
population, but like half of whoever took the
Yeah.
trial. Yeah,
Like it doesn't matter, 44%, like that
that's a
is
lot of
too
people.
high. How can you not
Mm.
know like mold can make you feel sick or even cause like
I
no,
mean,
I'm
when I
not.
said they have to know their body, because I bet you some of these
Yeah.
people, they've been eating mold all their lives, so their stomach is so accustomed to it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for me, even if I eat, say, like, and then later I'm like, oh my god, it's because that food was moldy or that food
Mm,
had gone bad, because I go back and I smell it. I'm like, oh my god, that's
yeah.
why I've been having diarrhea or whatever. No,
Yeah.
once, and my body's like, no, Trudy,
Yeah.
give us different.
Yeah. I can't. Like
Mm,
I feel like even my child would know that okay, if it's got mold in it, I shouldn't
it's not
eat it
right.
because it'll make me sick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But people do a lot of things, because they don't want to get, as I mentioned earlier, they don't want to waste food, they don't want to waste money.
true.
They've bought these things. Sometimes people do like bulk
Bulk
shopping, right?
shopping, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Mm,
like you've bought this, so you don't want it to go to waste. So that's
yeah.
why they end up eating these things. Yeah. But you won't
Mm.
catch me. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. That's why I do my shopping like every few days, because I am not out
Yeah.
here trying to stock up and then the
Mm.
food goes bad anyway.
Bad, yeah, yeah. So I just picked up on like a couple of myths just to
Okay.
debunk when it comes to like moldy food.
Okay.
So as we've already mentioned, the first one is if I cut off like the mold off, it's safe. But as
Mm.
I've mentioned, it's not safe because again, the hyphae, which is like the mold you see, the visible
Mm-hmm.
bit,
The
they actually
roots.
spread. Yeah, they
The
actually
roots are
spread
everywhere.
beneath. Exactly. So it's like it's like a tree. There's roots. So the root
Roots are
spreads
everywhere.
across the food. So no, even if you cut it off, the food is still not safe because it has
Okay.
spread over across the food. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one is, how we normally say, oh, heat like kills a lot of things like bacterial and stuff. So there's a
Yeah.
myth out there that says, let's say for instance, if the toast or microwave the food, it kills off the
Mm.
mold because is
The
going
heat
to
has damaged
yes.
whatever DNA of food that is supposed to,
Basically,
cause the problem.
yes. But guys, please, if your food has gone off, no amount of heat is going to
It's going
salvage
to.
that food.
Do you
Okay?
know what? When I was at uni, when I was a year two uni,
Mm.
I moved in with these guys, right? Because I was like,
Yeah,
okay, truly, I need to get serious with life. So I moved in with guys. So
yeah,
no partying, all of that. Everyone was doing different courses. There was this
yeah,
one guy. He used to like cook on like over the weekend, like on Sunday,
yeah,
and he'd cook loads of like food, right?
yeah,
So he was cooking loads of like Nigerian food, and then I don't know if that matters or not, but like basically, so you have an idea, it's like stews and
yeah,
things like that, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
Mm-hmm.
he'd put them in the fridge, right? And he would
Yeah.
have them over the next week or two. But by the
Mm.
second week, this food had gone bad. And you
Yeah.
would literally smell it because he'd put in the
Oof.
microwave like for
Yeah.
5 minutes. And he's like, he was probably thinking, look, I can smell the food, but I'm a student.
If
I
I...
don't have,
Hmm.
so 5 minutes is enough to, the way this
Kill it
food
off.
would literally stink the whole, like the
Oh,
whole flat. It was terrible.
no.
But he'd eat it.
He
He'd eat
still
it.
ate. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he'd eat it and
Even
he
with the
would never get ill.
smell.
Yeah, he would never get ill.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
because
shocked.
I actually like approached him. I was like, "You do realize like your food is not good. Like it's gone bad."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, it's not gone bad. I've put it in the microwave. I've heated it 5 minutes." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't smell that." He's like, "No, it's fine. It's fine."
What?
And I said to him, "You don't get ill?" He's like,
No.
"No." No, I'm built different, he would say. Oh, that good for
Wow.
you.
Wow. You will not
Yeah.
catch me. Especially if you can smell it as
Smell it.
well.
And it's one of
Oh
those like, you know
no.
when you can smell it, like it's strong.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It
No,
smelled
no.
like, God forbid, like it smelled like the bin. It was bad. It
I
smells
actually believe
so
you.
bad. It smelled
No.
so bad, but he would
Oh,
eat this food.
I see. Oh
I was like, I know I'm a
gosh.
student, but I'm not that. I'm not that poor.
He's got some strong gut, you know?
Because God knows, like, no, if I try that, that's it. Any straight
Yeah.
away.
I will be ill for like several days. I'm not trying that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Which brings me on to like the third myth. Some people are like, if it smells okay, then it's fine to eat.
No. It could smell
Yeah.
okay, but you
But
can see the mold
still,
is slimy.
no. Yeah. Throw that food away, guys. Come on. I know
Exactly.
the economy is hard, yeah, but still, man, get ill over these things. So, my final part of this segment. So, how can we prevent this, or what should we be doing instead of like cutting off like the piece of mold,
Mm.
or or how can we prevent all of this? So first
Yeah.
of all, if you know you have any food out there and that can produce like mold and stuff, or can easily grow mold, what
Mm.
you need to do is just store it safely. So
Mm-hmm.
store it in like a freezer, like bread. What was like, I didn't realize this yet, but my dad has been doing this for ages. Like when he buys
Yeah.
bread, he
Mm-hmm.
just puts it in the freezer
Mm-hmm.
because he knows he can't finish it.
Yeah.
So he'll put it in the freezer, and whenever he needs it, he'll just
Mm-hmm.
take one, defrost it, and then
Mm-hmm.
like toast it if he needs it. But that
Okay.
is so that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
way of look. If you know you can't finish your food, just make sure that you store it in the freezer.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and there's some food as well, such as like fruits and stuff. You know it
Mm.
needs like good ventilation, so maybe put it in a proper ventilated container and
Mm.
store it. Like if you're storing it outside, and
Mm.
if you can't, if if when you put it outside, it's still spoils easily, just put it
Mm-hmm.
in the fridge. Like I keep my
Mm.
apple in the fridge, my strawberries, like all my berries in the fridge. Like I don't put it
Okay.
out there, like because I just know that when you put it in the fridge, it's like it does spoil, but it takes longer, basically. It
Mm.
lasts longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Do you
one
know
thing
what
you
you
can
say that?
do.
You know what I put in my fridge?
What's that?
Avocados. So I love
Okay.
avocados, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I will eat an avocado probably every day. Like avocado
Yeah.
on toast and I'm good and then I'm sorted until dinner.
Yeah.
So what I do is, to be fair with avocados, you can like even let's say you can't finish a whole one half the time, right?
Mm.
So you have a half, and then the other half you'll like store it in like now they do this nice little bits that you can cover your avocado. You have avocado and put like store it. So I put that back in the
Okay.
fridge, but I buy like, and I kid you not, I buy like 10 or 12 every week,
Wow.
and I've
Okay.
never thrown an avocado because it's spoiled.
I see.
I'm not even
And
joking.
okay, because we buy avocado as well, yeah, but we keep it out. But I would try your
I
method.
Do you know what? I learned that recently
Mm.
because every time I was throwing so like in let's say if I bought 10, 3
Yeah.
would go to waste because they'd go bad.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes if I'd cut it open and it would cut into a half, and then the other
Yeah.
half, if I leave it out, it would get all black, and now I'd get rid
Yeah.
of it. But now, literally, I'm not joking, and I could like I'll show you my fridge. I have at the moment, I think I have about 8. They're all
I
in good, like
see.
they're all in good
In good
condition.
condition.
Yeah, they
Wow.
don't
Okay.
spoil. But when I want to use it, I just leave it out for like maybe 10 minutes because
Mm.
it's quite solid, freeze, the
Yeah.
fridge and everything. And then I just cut it open and it's perfect.
I see.
Yeah,
Wow, I would definitely start doing that with our avocados because I've
please
been
do.
keeping them out there and it's spoiled so easily, as you
It
mentioned.
does. But
Yeah.
the fridge and avocados, I think the fridge
Yeah.
was made for avocados. Nothing
Okay,
else.
I will start that as well. Okay, brilliant. So, the next thing, which we are all guilty of, which Shu doesn't even mention, we normally buy things in like larger portion because you don't
Hmm.
want to be buying in bits, yeah. But if you're someone that you feel like your things fall easily or grow molds very easily, just buy it in smaller portions and
Yeah.
then freeze like the extra ones if you do have extras, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. And another way of like reducing this or preventing this is probably like utilizing your food well. And what I mean by that is that, let's say for instance you have some banana there and it's
Mm.
been there for so long, you don't want to wait for it to spoil and grow molds, right? So if
Mm.
it's ripened, you can maybe use the banana to make something else. You don't need to wait to eat it. So
Yeah.
maybe make some smoothies, make some
Banana
banana
bread.
bread, you see, some
Come
muffin,
on.
you know.
Banana
Yeah,
bread. Everyone likes banana bread.
exactly. So that's the way to like utilize the food without actually it going to waste, as some
Yeah.
people, because some people just, I feel like the reason why, as we've already seen with the stats, the reason why people actually cut off their molds and eat the rest is because they don't want to waste food or
Waste
waste
food. Yeah.
money.
I mean, and
So
that's good. I am
yeah,
here for not wasting food. So I try
yeah.
so hard not to.
Mm.
But if it's gone bad, I'm sorry. As long as you recycle the food, maybe like if you've got a food
Mm.
bin, so it goes
Yeah,
back into like the ground and makes the ground more fertile. So
yeah,
you're not really wasting food as such. You're just
yeah.
wasting your money.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But overall, as I've mentioned, if you have any sort of food with like molds, like such as like breads, berries, all of that, please discard it, as I've mentioned
Yeah,
earlier. That's just a way of preventing yourself from getting sick. But
yeah,
yeah, unless maybe it's a hard food, which we already know that those are safer. You can cut off that bit that is gone off. Yeah.
yeah.
So that is it for me.
Oh, good. I enjoyed
Yes.
that. I really enjoyed
Really?
that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know when you
Oh, I'm
started
glad.
talking, I thought you was gonna start talking about recycling, and I was like, oh boy, I
You
don't
know
know
that
half of what I need to recycle and
me
what I need to
too.
put, what plastic I need to put in what bin and the glass I need to put in what bin, and
Listen.
I need to know this because Germans don't play
Yeah,
about the recycling. But
I
so I was like,
see.
oh my god, this guy is out to get me. But yeah, I'm glad we talked about mold
Yeah.
and food. It was
Yeah,
good. It was
like
interesting.
yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that because it was something I came across. I was like, people are actually eating like food with mold, and then when that thing
Mhm.
happened to me with the orange, I was like, oh my goodness.
Do you know what? That I think that has happened to a lot of us. You know when you're not
Yeah,
paying attention, you just wash the fruit and then you bite into it,
yeah,
and then you're like, this
mm,
taste tastes a bit funny. You look at the
yeah.
apple or whatever, and you can literally see the
Hmm.
worm, and it's the
Oh,
worst thing.
it's my worst nightmare. You know, I hate things like that. Like anything that
Mm,
moves like that, I don't like it.
yeah,
When honestly, truly, when I tell you the way I screamed, as if like I had like a heart attack or something. Yeah,
yeah. No, I don't like little
yeah. Oh,
insects
I
and
don't like
little
it. Same.
worms and yeah.
Oh my
No,
God. I
even
had to literally
flies. I don't like
rinse.
flies. Ugh.
Same. Oh gosh, they bug me so much.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so what is your take-home message for the listeners out there?
Okay, so what I've learned from this episode is
Yeah.
I should just keep doing what I'm doing. I've been doing it right. I should
Period.
not be cutting no bits
Yes.
of mold out and eating my food. I should just
Yes.
do what I'm doing, just get rid of it. But
Yes.
um I think what I've learned is some foods are actually like get moldier than other foods, so maybe I
That's
can
right.
watch that. So maybe
Yeah.
foods that get moldy quickly, I can buy
Mm,
less of that way
that's
it
right.
doesn't form as much mold, or I don't have
Mhm.
to really waste food. And then
That's
foods
right.
that maybe don't get moldy as quick, maybe I can try and utilize more of that. So that is one thing I didn't realize. I've learned that,
Yes.
and maybe someone else who is listening has learned the same and they can utilize the same. So for me, I think the most important thing is to know what foods would get moldier faster, and then that
Yes.
way I can try avoiding I can avoid buying too much of these foods, or having some, a lot of these foods, as opposed to
Yeah.
the ones that don't get moldy as quick.
Fantastic. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, guys, if you're someone that next time you're standing next to your bin, wondering, asking yourself that question, whether you need to save that food or you would indulge that stomach ache, please discard that
Get rid
food
of it.
if you see discard it. Okay, discard it if you see any mold on it, please. As I've mentioned, any food that contains mold has these they produce these toxins, the mycotoxins, and these are
Yeah.
harmful to us, because if you can see the mold and you cut it off, that doesn't mean that you've gotten rid of all the toxins. The
Yeah.
toxins can grow beneath the surface of the food. So please
Mm.
do get rid of it, because they are harmful to us. They can cause respiratory issues, gastrointestinal upset, allergic reactions, and they do have
Mm.
some long-term risk to us. So
Mm.
please, my final message, get rid of that food. It's not worth the stomach ache. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share to your friend, your family, and thank you so much. Take care. Thank you for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, a healthy chat is a step towards a healthy life.
If you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, drop us an email at consultationroompod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is @consultationroompod. See you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed.